Join us on stage, Miss Esther Afion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where you put your hands together for her. Thank you. A little bit mumbo, come on, sing it, a little bit spirit, Miss Esther Afion. Thank you, thank you.
Number one on the Ebo, Shaba, Libra, Award. I dey pray for plenty joy. I dey ask for plenty blessings. I dey seek for happiness. I dey pray make streets they show me love. And to God they be the glory. I dey pray for my bank account to come back. Cause my hope for life they come back. The money where I get from mine they come back. And my plans for life they come back. They come back. Man turn to biggie man, oh. Plenty money in the biggie man, oh. God's blessing, no leave the man. Yeah. We done they get plenty demand. See everything I do a kamba, oh. And my container a kamba. My connect a kamba. House of Bora a kamba.
Well, hello there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm good.
I know it's late in the evening, so first I want to thank you for hanging in there.
It's fine.
I love your dress. What can you tell me about it?
I love it because of the slit. It makes me look so classy and just myself. It represents me.
Can someone bring me a secondary mic, please? I want it to be well heard. Thank you. Boy, ko why no ya iba na microphone dito. Sena nga nyemreng. Say, I'm blind denyen yam fogonyen. Thank you so much. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So you were telling me about your dress?
Yes.
Talk to me.
I love it because of the slit, and also it defines me too.
It does.
Yes.
Okay. So I am required to ask you a question. Are you okay with that?
Ahead.
Yeah? Okay. So, I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to read the question. The question is for you and for the audience to hear.
Okay.
All right?
Go ahead.
And then I'm going to read it again,
Okay.
and then your clock will start.
Okay.
Each contestant has a few seconds to answer the question. So, again, I'm going to read the question for your hearing and the audience.
Okay.
And then I'm going to read it again for you, and then your clock will start. All right. So, Miss Esther Afion, how would you, if crowned Miss Akwa Ibom, work to unite the Akwa Ibom youth in Nigeria and the diaspora? I'm going to ask it again. How would you, if crowned Mr. Akwa Ibom, work to unite the Akwa Ibom youth in Nigeria and the diaspora?
Thank you so much for that question. In terms of education, how I'm going to work with, what's the question again? Sorry.
How would you work to unite the Akwa Ibom youth?
Thank you. In terms of working to unite the Akwa Ibom youth, education first. In Akwa Ibom, you tend to realize that there's a difference between public and private schools. Private schools tend to have more advantage than public schools. How I'm going to do that is by working with self-centered schools in America here to do the exchange programs that will help bring children who stay in public school over here and make sure that there's equality in the educational system in Akwa Ibom State. Over here, watching a lot of literally since I came here, I haven't like seen youths like do a lot of Akwaibom. The next Akwaibom convention, I promise you that every single youth will be participating. We're gonna be having cinemas and a lot of things. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Miss Esther Effiong. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Colors for every party. You give a boy something. I just pray for my banker like the gamba. Cause my hope for life is gamba.
And ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome still the Miss Akwaibom contestant, Miss Esther, or Miss Mercy O2. This is where you raise your flag. Thank you.
Come make I rock your body. I know say you like the money. Aye. Come make I rock your body. Aye. I know say you like the money.
See, oh yeah, baby, come closer, make I rock your body. Oh yeah, yeah. See, I go give you love where sweet past money. Oh eh. Oh yeah, baby, come closer, make I rock your body. Oh eh. I go give you love where sweet past money. Oh, guy, I be you wanna jump back. Yeah, yeah. Baby girl, you busting my brain. Yeah, yeah. Now who born this fine girl? Yeah, yeah. Now who born this fine girl? Yeah, yeah. Me, you wanna jump back? Yeah, yeah. Baby girl, you busting my brain. Yeah, yeah. Now who born this fine girl? Yeah, yeah. Now who born this fine girl? Yeah, yeah. You be my
Hello, Miss Mercy.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I love your dress.
Thank you.
What can you tell me about it?
I love this Ankara because from the moment I saw it and when I wore it, I just felt like proud of my culture and I just loved everything about it.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Maybe I can wear it one day.
I'll definitely share it.
Okay. So I have to ask you a question, okay? So I'm going to read the question. I'm going to read the question one time for you and the audience to hear, and then I'm going to read it again, and then you have your time to articulate your answer. You know you're being timed.
Right.
All right. So the question is, how would you, if crowned Miss Akwaibom, unite the Akwaibom youth in Nigeria and the diaspora? So I'm going to read the question again. How would you work if you were to be crowned Miss Akwaibom? Work to unite Akwaibom youth in Nigeria and the diaspora.
Thank you so much for the question. If I were to be crowned Mr. Akwaibom, I would start by educating the youth on how proud and how important it is to be involved and know your culture. I was born back home and raised. There are youths back here that don't understand the meaning of the culture. So I will create seminars. COVID brought something that I would say it's good because we started using Zooms, we started using Skype. If I'm not fortunate enough to go back home, I'll create seminars, I'll educate, I'll call youths that understand the culture, I'll call elders to come in so they can try to talk to the youths, and by next convention, I'm pretty sure that we will see a difference. We'll see youth appreciating the culture more. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mercy O2.
Come make I rock your body. I know say you like the money. Aye. Come make I rock your body.
All right. So now in the Mr. Akwaibom category, Mr. Ikbudum, please welcome him to the stage.
And the way I see feel like some people wanna hammer by force. Whoa, 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 hey, wanna what in your hand push. No let the person lay you, don't man no be by rush. because they preach, now God they take man cross.
Them they act like say them love me, oh. Things say me a be mumu, oh. But talk them but your fufu, and they are very me ben fufu. If you muscle the way you fit, oh, them say you not try, you. My brother take am PJ. This life is not easy. Amen.
Hello, sir. How are you this evening?
I'm very good, thank you.
It's nice to see you. Talk to me about your evening gown or your evening attire. My apologies.
Definitely. I wore this attire because it enlightens me. I love bright colors, and I like to keep it classy and casual. So it brings out the confidence in me, and I like to express my culture in the best way possible.
Very good. Very good. So you understand I've been tasked to ask you a question, all right? So the question goes, I'm going to ask you the question. I'm going to read it the first time for you and the audience to hear, and then I'm going to read it again, and then your time will start to articulate your answer.
Understood.
All right. What does Akwa Ibom youth empowerment look like to you?
That's a great question.
Let me ask it again. What does Akwa Ibom youth empowerment look like to you?
Thank you for the question. Akwa Ibom youth empowerment means being given the opportunity to express who you are, being given the opportunity to be like the elders, be like your idols. By what I mean by this is the opportunity for the children of nowadays, both home and in America, to be able to embrace their culture, be able to know who they are, and be able to tell the story about their heritage. With that being said, I believe it's in our hands to help them, educate them, help them understand who they are, where they're from, their name, the meaning of everything. With that being said, they'll be empowered to do more than great, and they'll be empowered to be the best of themselves and be a symbol of what it is to be a true Akwa Ibom person, Akwa Ibom heritage, Akwa Ibom child. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your contestants for tonight. Please, a round of applause. Please keep the music playing, please.
He work hard for the money. He work hard for the money. He work hard for the money.
Feel the music, take it into your body and soul. You better walk now, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for tomorrow. Life is just one, so take it easy. Keep low tempo, you will achieve it more. You will achieve it more. Life's so spiritual.
Them they act like say them love me, oh. Things say me a be mumu, oh. But talk them but your fufu, and they are very me ben fufu.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, this is when we have to do the handing over, right? From one regime to the next. So I'd like to call on the reigning Mr. Akwa Ibom to come and hand over his tenure. Mr. Mbeke Ekanam, please. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful.
Akwa Ibom mix song. Akwa Ibom mix song. Bani there. All right. Hello. So I just want to briefly say, first off, thank you to the ATL congregation of Akwa Ibom for organizing this event tonight. I know that tonight has been a long night. Everybody's ready to go to sleep and ready for round 2 tomorrow. I just want to have my list of people I want to thank. If you don't mind, if I pull up my notes real quick. I'll do this within the next 2 minutes so you guys can, continue on with the program. First off, I want to thank the National Board of course, AKISAN President, Mr. Itoro Akpan Ukwot. If he's here,
I don't see him around, but I want to say thank you for helping organize with the executive board. I also want to say thank you to the SSG, Dr. Emmanuel Ekuem. I know he's not here. He left earlier, but I want to thank him, as well as His Excellency Udom Emmanuel. Of course, there's the LA chapter and LA chapter president, Mrs. Diana Afia. Madam President, how are you doing? Of course, also Auntie Itawan, thank you so much for your support. And of course, the ATL President, Mr. Ono Diongo Eyo. I don't know if I said that properly, but thank you so much for your organization and support. Briefly, what I did in Akwa Ibom when over my reign over the last 3 years, my main thing was a service project. So what I did was I provided about 600 individually packaged school supplies for 3 separate locations in Akwa Ibom. First was the Ministry of Education for Special Needs in Mbiaibong Eto Uyo. Sorry if I said that improperly. I was able to speak to some individuals who could not speak, but they were able to articulate themselves with sign language. So that was something that was very impactful for me, and I really appreciated being able to impact those children's lives. Also, I was able to go to the leprosy hospital and rehabilitation center in Ekben Ubom. That was really great as well. I got to see individuals who were afflicted with leprosy, even didn't have legs, but were still living life and enjoying themselves. So I was able to speak and empower them as well. And lastly, I went to my mom's namesake in Afangeset and provided some items to the local church and primary schools in the area. So I do appreciate everybody for being here today. And I know that the title of Mr. and Miss Akwa Ibom is very important because this helps encourage the youth for the future to be invigorated and provide further culture, empowerment, and improvement that we need. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Once again, my name is Mbeke Kanem, and I am out. Going to crown the new Mr. Akwa Ibom very soon. Thank you.
Do we have Mr. Ekpudo, if you can join us on stage? Since the decision is unanimous, please give him a round of applause. Thank you.
The kind of thing we do. Man, I thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. Man, I thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. It's why I die sometimes. A little Henny and ice.
All right. So it seems like people are too scared to compete against you. You're too fierce, too confident, eh? So the new Mr. Akwa Ibom 2021 is, I want to make sure I say it properly, John Ekpudo.
Please, a round of applause.
Might bring your head down.
Make I play you my cassette.
Congrats.
Anything you sell is a market. You try to they look from my aspect. You they loud them at the handset. You me I know fi drag it shine. Oluwa na in me I know they try to connect the light. I just want Charlie boy day, Charlie boy day. Man I thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. Man I thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. It's why I die sometimes.
One tenure, moving on to the next. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so now we are going to call on the current reigning, the reigning Miss Akwa Ibom. And I know you've seen her running around. She has done such an amazing job tonight coordinating this pageant, if nothing else. But once you see her and hear what she has done during her tenure, you won't be surprised. On top of that, she is actually 2 years running as Miss Akwa Ibom, so that's like a heavy load to bear. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage to do her final walk and transition this role to another generation, Miss Udeme Ikaidi.
Baby, you're my number one. Baby, you're the number one, yeah. Them say love is hard to find. Well, it's not too hard me to find my own. Some people go say love is blind, yo.
Acquire me songer. Acquire me songer. Acquire me songer. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Udeme Anthony Ikaidi. I am your Miss Aquaibom USA 2019, and I am so incredibly honored to be able to pass this title along today. I think the happenings of today actually truly highlights the importance of being strong, persevering, and being tenacious in these types of titles. Yes, it is you're all well aware that I did have this title for 2 years, and even though I didn't expect it, I didn't let the happenings of 2020 stop me from trying to make a difference here in America and in Aquaibom State. So when I was first crowned, I traveled back home with my counterpart, Mbeke Kanem, and we were able to visit different places and carry out different projects. I'm so humbled to have been able to host a fashion show in Tampa, Florida, to raise enough money to donate 150 uniforms to a primary school in Obi-Itak. And I wouldn't have been able to do any of even just that one project, but my whole entire reign without my family. My beautiful, amazing, intelligent mother, Dr. Margaret Mary Usoro, and my fierce, quiet,